Hey everybody, it is Kai from the Techno Funk Boy, also Crethin Dammit here from the Dice Dreary podcast. So, I just wrapped up the music for this week's episode. This is episode 16 if you're seeing this a little bit out of order. And I wanted to give you a little bit of sneak preview. And this, in fact, is going to be a sneak preview for a theme that's to come. So, what happens in this episode is that we start developing a theme that I believe is going to play an important role in the future. But this is kind of weird because I'm not sure of that. Um, because I'm writing this theme for a particular purpose, but where we are in the game in recording, and keeping in mind we've recorded in the Dice Dreary podcast, we're months ahead of where we are in the game, but I am not 100% sure that this theme is going to be developed as much as I would like it to be, because we haven't finished that plot yet. And so this is good. This is the first time I'm like working on something that I am not convinced is going to pay off, but I believe it will be. I believe it will pay off. And so we're introducing it. So what we're introducing in this episode is the chord progression, and it's going to be a little different. There's some chromatic elements to it. And so it's going to be distinct enough that we're going to start working on it now and have it grow as the series goes on. So this is what it sounds like in this, and I just have like an electric organ sound on here. It doesn't sound like this in the actual episode, but there's some like synth sounds in there that like really muddy it up, and I want you to be able to hear it more clearly. So we're just going to use an organ sound, but this is how it goes. It's going to repeat. I made that major instead of minor. Okay, so that's what it's going to sound like. So you're going to hear this in two different ways in this episode. One with string and one with synth, and they're each going to have a very distinct tone, but kind of the tension of it is going to ring throughout this episode, because in this episode, the characters are getting away from town a little bit and into the mysteries of the outside, of the forest, of the open trails, and so we're going to start finding stuff that we haven't encountered quite yet. So that's kind of your teaser for this week, but that's also a teaser on if you're really interested in the music, what's going on with the music. That's something to listen out for. This is going to be a new theme introduced in this episode that is hopefully going to carry through quite a bit. So that's on Wednesday. Check it out. Dice Dreary is the podcast name, dicedreary.com. And keep in mind, I am tonight working on the final mix of the album that's coming out this week. And so, keep following me. Get if you're interested in getting it for just the music tier Patreon price, which is going to be a lot cheaper than anywhere else you can get it. Patreon.com/Dice Dreary, and we'll hope to see you there. Take care.